All right, guys, good morning and happy Friday. All right, so for your writing instruction today, we're going to start with how to access these articles. It seems a few of you are having some issues. Go ahead and click on your General tab in your classroom. From the General tab, you're going to click on Files at the top. From there, you're going to click where it says Baseline Writing Assessment. Once you do that, the writing prompt will display itself. Give it a few seconds because this is an online document, okay? So you have to give it a few moments to actually load. Once that happens, you can click on Edit if you get that option. Click on Edit. And as you can see, because we're all online, sometimes it takes a minute for that to actually load up for you. Once it loads, it's here, okay? All you have to do is click on the document, scroll down, and you should see your articles. The first one is Farmer Drones. Keep scrolling down. That'll bring you to your next article, which is Will Amazon Change the World Again? So if for any reason it's taking a moment for them to load, just go through the instructions anyway and then just kind of give it a second. Remember, it's a bunch of people online at one time, so you may experience some glitches there. All right, so for now, let's go ahead and jump in our writing instruction for today.
All right, guys, so quick review. So remember, first we completed step 1, which was to attack the prompt, and we determined that we were writing an informative essay. Our second step we completed was to create a thesis statement, and we have already done that. So now, today, we're going to begin, and we're going to stay in step 3 of the writing process for a while, where we actually plan out the remainder of our introduction. And to do that, we're going to start with our topic sentence. Very, very important. Be sure to go ahead and pull out the written copy of your writing plan that you were supposed to have for this week. Remember, you did your thesis statement on that. You're going to need that paper written planning document for your entire plan. So please keep you a copy. Please keep it on you because you're going to need to constantly pull it out until you're done with your essay. All right, topic sentence. Remember, your topic for your introduction is what we call a hook statement. It is a topic sentence, it's just a more exciting topic sentence. We want to use a hook statement because it actually gets us more points on our essay. Now, that means you have to either have a statement that asks a question or it needs to show excitement. So for your topic sentence, if your first sentence in your introduction does not either ask a question or show excitement, it's not going to be correct. All right, so let's look at some options for a hook statement. Now, one option is, and we're going to deal with question options first. We're going to deal with sentences that ask a question. So the first is, do you think drones are a good idea? Are drones a necessary change? Will drones make our lives better? How can drones change our lives? Can you imagine seeing drones every day? What can help make our world a better place? Drones can. Now, this is a really good point in the video to go ahead and pause. You are free to use any of these options in your essay if you cannot think of a good hook statement on your own. So if you are one of the lovely students that would like to use a question as your hook statement, then go ahead, pause this video, either think of your own or use one of these and go ahead and add it to your written writing plan. When you're done, unpause the video and finish your instruction. All right, so now we're going to move to another type of a hook statement, and that would be sentences that show excitement. So here is one example. Drones are awesome. Drones, drones, and more drones. Drones will most certainly change our lives. Wow, I never realized how great drones are. Drones are in our distant future. What's something that can make our world a better place? Drones. Now, if you are one of the lovely students who would like to use a sentence that shows excitement as your hook statement, now would be a really good point where you pause this video and you either think of your own or feel free to use one of these options for your hook statement. So pause, go ahead, add your hook statement to your writing plan, and then come back to this video to finish your instruction. All right, if you haven't already done it, this is your last chance. Go ahead, pause the video, and write your topic sentence. I've given you a variety of options, so you have no excuse about your topic sentence, because you can either make up your own or you can choose one of the ones that I gave you. I trust you. All right, really quickly, we are at the point now where we have chosen our topic sentence, right? You should have unpaused the video, and now we're ready to move on to the next step, which would be our background information. We can go ahead and complete the planning of our introductions. Now, when we say background information, what do we mean? Well, just to quickly review that. When we're writing to answer a writing prompt, remember, you have to think about what your topic is. So let's remind ourselves about the prompt. If you look here, I have certain words underlined and circled. We're writing an explanatory or informative, remember those are the same things, essay. And what I want to do is look at my main topic. My main topic is drones. That's the big thing that I'm talking about. So now I know that we're talking about drones. That's my main topic. I need to look for details that will get information about what drones are, where they come from, just kind of answer those basic questions. So let's look at some of those. What happens is when you're trying to figure out background information, you need to try and answer some reading comprehension questions, all right? It's really easy. It's a way of kind of looking at what your main topic is and kind of trying to define it for your reader. So to do this, you have to ask yourself those questions. Did I read anything that tells what a drone is? Did I read anything that tells where and when drones were created? Did I read anything that tells who invented drones or why they were invented? Do I know anything about the topic that I can add to my essay on my own without using the article? Now, careful to use this last option for background information because you have to be 110% sure that the information you already have about your topic in your head is a fact. I would always say to just be safe, just use background information from the articles that you are reading. Now, in our search for backgrounds, all right, as I read through the first article, guys, I noticed two areas that actually defined my topic and tell me what drones are used for. The first area comes from the article, Farmer Drones. Here in the very first paragraph, it tells me what drones are. And it also says what they're used for. Well, not what they're used for, but it kind of gives you a more specific definition of a drone. It says they are a small aircraft that are remotely controlled. It also tells you something that they're used for. It says here in the third paragraph, farmers say that drones can help them run farms. So in that article, you can rewrite these details in your own words and use it as background information. Because remember, your background information has to be paraphrased. You cannot write quotations, and you cannot write it exactly as you've read it or exactly as it's written in the article. So if you like these two pieces of information, these details for background, pause the video. Go ahead and rewrite that in your own words in your writing plan. If you don't like it, not to worry. We're going to look at the next article and see if there are some options for background in that as well. All right, in the second article, will Amazon change the world again? I also noticed 2 areas that actually tell me what my topic would be used for and kind of gives me a little bit more description about my topic. So here, it says, it's a new way to get packages to customers. Well, that's what Amazon would use drones for, and it looks like it would be a lot quicker. Here's another detail. It says Amazon calls the project the Prime Air Unmanned Aircraft. When we say unmanned, we know that word unmanned means not manned. Prefix un means not. So what that simply means is that it's an aircraft that does not have a pilot on board of the aircraft. That kind of goes into what we were talking about in our previous article, the first article, farmer drones, where it says that it's remotely controlled. So if you like, you can rewrite these details in your own word. And if I were you, I would kind of use them in combination with the details I showed you from the first article, because that's a way of kind of bringing the background information from both articles together. You don't have to talk about what Amazon calls it. Just when you're dealing with your background information, just stick to your main topic, which is telling your readers something about drones. So now you have some really good information that will help you write your background. Go ahead, pause the video, finish up your background information. Remember, you don't want to use more than 2 or 3 sentences, but the important thing is to make sure that you have it, okay? Pause the video and then come back to hear the rest of your instruction. All right, guys, hopefully at this point you have went ahead and you've written your background information. So guess what? It's now on you guys, all right? I trust you. Look back over your introduction. It should be complete at this point, all right? If your introductions are complete, go ahead at this time and submit your writing plans. Now, I know that they are not finished. I know this, okay? But I want to look and see what your thinking is so far, all right? If you don't get any feedback from me, that means you're good to go. Keep moving along with your writing. If you do get feedback from me, fix it, please, okay? But most importantly, make sure you submit your work today. And then what will happen is on Monday, I will revive this assignment, right? And when you turn in your finalized writing plan, you can just go back in and re-add all of the different points in your introduction back on the writing plan, along with whatever you choose for your body, paragraph number 1, body number 2, and your conclusion. Again, make sure that you submit your writing. All right, guys, happy Friday.